Reclaim Your Power of Love and Compassion, Part 1 of 8, on Between Master and Disciples, given in English on January 8, 2021.
Hello, Master.
Hi, guys.
Hello, Master.
Okay, how are you guys?
We're good, thank you.
Good, Master.
Yeah, good.
Yes, Master.
How is Master?
Oh, how am I? I don't even know. I don't even think how am I. Yeah. Too much work. I don't have time to think. Yeah, now that you ask me, maybe a little bit, not very, not very, how you say, not very pleased with this word. Yes, it's frustrating, very frustrating. Yeah.
Yes, Master.
I'm reported that you have questions, so
Yes, Master.
I'm here for you.
Master, recently the U.S. Congress certified the election results with Joe Biden as the winner of the presidential election. Could Master please explain why this happened, even though President Donald Trump was mandated by heaven?
Okay, you asked me one question about the elections results, yeah? Okay.
Yes.
It's karma, okay?
Yes, Master.
Americans, too much karma. Americans, the United States of America, though it's a great country, it's a leading country in the world, but it has too much karma. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, Master.
American people eat too much meat, too much beef and stuff like that. And the karma is very difficult to erase so quickly. Understand?
Yes, Master.
And also American people are sent abroad and everywhere to fight in many wars in many countries. This is also a big karma for your country.
Yes, Master.
I am so sorry. I have tried my best.
Thank you, Master, for everything.
You know I try my best.
Yes, Master.
And because of that, it caused me, trouble. Not that I'm complaining, I'm just telling you that I really try my best. Okay, huh?
Yes, Master.
Thank you, Master.
Yeah. Trouble inside, outside, and many other things. But never mind. It cannot be avoided, okay? Yes. If you're helping somebody or some country or some people, you're bound to get some of the karma from them. So it's unavoidable. And at least he has been one term, yeah, okay?
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
And then he has been able to do some of his work, yeah, up to date.
Yes.
Many of his works. He could have done much, much more. The second term, he would have pushed more and more good issues and really rearrange the system of the country and really bring more peace and prosperity for the people of America, of the United States of America. But unfortunately, the other side, the opposite side of God, they
Yes.
prepared too well, okay?
Yes, Master.
And nobody can catch them now. I told you before it would be difficult to prove anything, didn't I?
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
I mean, in one of other conference maybe. Even if it's fraud or it's rigged or it's cheated, you can never find out, okay?
Yes, Master.
Yes.
It's very well organized and prepared. And I told you it's nobody's fault. It's the demons, okay, huh?
Yes, Master.
They hang around many people and they push them to do wrong things, okay?
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Everybody knows it. Even if you cannot prove it, I think everybody knows it. You understand?
Yes, Master.
I know it anyway. Okay, huh? Yes.
Yes, Master. Thank you.
But what to do with karma so heavy and the demons are so concentrated just on that, okay? Just on the election and on these people who are receptive to the demons, including high office people. I've been very, how you say, frustrated about that. Okay, huh?
Yes, Master.
Yes.
And heaven has done a lot, but still the karma of the people, that's about 300 something millions now
Yes, Master.
in America, right?
Yes, Master.
So that's a lot, it's a lot. And some souls who have been in bad affinity with American people, about the meat and about the war, they don't let go
Yes.
Yes, Master.
because their angers, their hatred overwhelmed their angel side of their souls. So they did not want to let go. They want to revenge, okay?
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
They really want to destroy America. I try my best to guard it, okay, huh?
Thank you,
Master.
Regardless or not, Mr. Trump is in office. Of course, it's better with President Trump because his frequency is higher. I will still continue to try my best and pray for your country, okay, huh?
Thank you very much, Master.
Thank you, Master.
Yes. I don't have any political power. You know that, right? I can rely on heaven to help. Yeah, even heaven told me it's fraud. Yes, even heaven told me that Trump won with flying colors, and I know that. He has about 85 million votes for him.
Wow.
Yeah, it's obvious, I think everybody knows it. Yeah. Because he has been on the rise, you see what I'm saying? And everybody likes what he was doing.
Yes, Master.
Yeah.
On the contrary, the other side, I'm sorry if I offend Mr. Biden, but he has been running for president 2 times before, okay?
Yes, Master.
And he never went anywhere, never gone anywhere. And how come the 3rd time suddenly his votes runs up to 80 million? You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
And we're not doing much all these years in office. Yeah. 40-something years, 47 or 48 years. His political career has spanned in 80-something years, all his life. 78 years at least. I didn't hear that he did much. See what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yes.
Just like everybody else, average in the Senate. And suddenly he comes out 3rd time. 2 times nothing. Didn't go anywhere. The 3rd time come up 18 million votes. Nobody would believe it. See what I'm saying?
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Yeah. So of course the whole world knows it. That's why anybody who has some intelligence can guess. Okay? Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
Yeah. No need for heaven to tell you or to tell to me. I myself, even though I'm very politically not involved or not interested, just a quick mathematical calculation, then you understand, right?
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
So I am very sorry for President Trump and for America. Nevertheless, I told you, it's no one's fault, okay? Even if it's fraud. It's just the demons making, and because of the karma of the people, that allows it to happen. You got that?
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Okay, so, all right. Did I answer your question?
Yes,
Enough?
Master. Thank you.
If anything more is not clear, you ask me, yeah?
Yes, Master.
Master, during the certification process, many supporters of President Trump protested and raided the Capitol building.
Mm-hmm.
Why would his supporters do that?
Oh, they were angry, no?
Yeah.
They have been trying to do it in other ways. I go to court, many times.
Yes, Master.
Yes, and the court always rejected them. Or just did a few times, like symbolic, and did not really want to do anything to clear the injustice.
Yes,
Yes, Master.
They should have, because if the other party didn't do anything wrong, they shouldn't be afraid.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
They shouldn't have tried so hard to deny it or to stop it in different ways. Maybe under the table or whatever. You know politics. I'm I'm really bored. I'm really frustrated, talking about politics. But what to do? We live in this world. We got to help what we can, huh?
Yes, Master.
Even without political motivation. Yeah? Okay?
Yes, Master.
Because it's hanging all together, the whole world population connected with each other, and all the countries hang together. Even though people don't realize it, but we depend on each other for food, for security, for many materials that are needed in this world. You see, for building, or for friendship, for humanity, connectedness, everything, yeah, and political as well, yeah.
Yes, Master.
So even if you live in this world as a spiritual practitioner, it's not avoidable that you sometimes have to relate to it, okay, politically.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Even though no practitioner, no spiritual practitioner would really like anything political.
Yes, Master.
It is so scary and it is so complicated. I also read the news that you have just asked me concerning this question. I saw some of it and I thought, my God, how scary. How scary and how impossible to even be any president or a good president. Yeah. A bad president is not too complicated. Just shut everybody up, jail them or whatever, yeah? Threaten them, yeah. And then everybody just doesn't dare, okay? Yes. But a good president is difficult to be, okay?
Yes, Master.
Just like a good practitioner, if you quietly do it at home, do it yourself, practicing spiritually yourself, and nobody bothers you much, okay? But if you become like a leading figure, like a master or something, then oh my God, a lot of attacks. This is nothing new to me. In my personal life, I experienced many, up and down, similar like political, in the political field. Of course, different, but similar. Similar in a way that the people try to suppress you, try to blemish your name, and try to accuse you for nothing or from nothing. All kinds of bad names and all kinds of obstacles will be in your way. There's a price to pay if you want to help the world, because the world is full of karma,
Yes, Master.
Very, very little can help them at all. In fact, like Kristigava Sutra says that every little thing you do, every little thought in your mind is all creating karma. You remember that?
Yes, Master.
Okay. Not to talk about big karma like, killing humans and killing animals.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
And you can see, actually, not all of the supporters of Mr. President did that. Just some of them, okay?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
Master.
I read on the news that it's only 90%, 90+% of them just stay calm and quiet outside. Only some of them went inside, okay, huh?
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
Maybe a dozen. But of course, you understand that in every group, there are about to be some like more, more go-getting, yeah?
Yes, Master.
More temperamental, yes? Understand?
Yes.
Yes, Master.
Even though they didn't want to do anything, they didn't have any weapons. They didn't have anything anyway. And one lady was shot dead. She was unarmed. So, and then maybe one or two of them, like incited the in the heat of the moment, yes. After all this frustration, because sometimes before also the President Trump supporters, they did protest, but they never did anything. You see what I'm saying?
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
Mostly is the other side, like Black Lives Matters or Antifa, yeah?
Yes, Master.
And maybe some other, mostly from them. Not all of them are, excited or violent, but some of them did, okay?
Yes,
And
Master.
that's how, the whole group gets a bad name. Just like Mr. President's supporters did something in the Capitol building the other day, yeah?
Yes, Master.
It's like that. It's just take a few people to excite the some others and they follow. You see what I'm saying?
Yes,
Master.
Even though Mr. President has never asked his supporters to do anything. You see, he always tells them to have peace. Don't play into their games, okay? Have peace. We must have peace. They say go home. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yes, Master.
Go home, have peace. Don't play into their hands. It just take a few people to excite the some others and they follow. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, Master.
Even though Mr. President has never asked his supporters to do anything. You see, he always tells them, have peace. Don't play into their games, okay? Have peace. We must have peace. They say go home. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yes, Master.
Go home, have peace. Don't play into their hands. Yeah. And who knows? Maybe it's not President Trump supporters. Maybe it's the other group who mix in just one or two to cause trouble. You see what I'm saying?
Yes,
Yes, Master.
Just so that President Trump will have no more chance.
Yes.
Even if some of President Trump's supporters were there with them, was it because they were incited by these kind of people?
Yes, Master.
Yeah, and then they said, okay, you're right, that's it, let's do it. And then they all came in together.
Yes.
But just a handful, okay?
Yes, Master.
Not all of President Trump supporters. Because he told them to have peace. Up to now, they have been also protesting because there are two sides protesting, on the side of the Democrats, yeah, protesting. And so President Trump supporters also did some protests before, but they are the ones who have been beaten up, yeah, or ambushed.
Yes.
Yeah, I read in the news, like they protest all day peacefully until evening when most of them gone home, only some left behind. Some of President Trump's supporters, after the protest, they went in the restaurant to eat. Then the other side ambushed them and beat them up.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
But it's funny, at that time, I didn't hear any of the Democrats condemn that. They condemn Mr. Trump's supporters anytime.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
This is not fair. I'm telling you, it's very scary. Politics is so scary. Actually, I'm sorry for Mr. Trump. It's good that he takes a rest, man. Really. It's good for him. But of course, it's not too good for America. That's all, okay?
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
Did I answer your question? Because I probably have gone too far now. I did answer full, right?
Yes, Master.
Yeah. I'm very, very, I feel it's so scary, this world. After I read all that and I saw all that, everybody just accusing Mr. Trump and his supporters. And they forgot that not long ago, all these years, the past years, 2020, everywhere protesting for any reason at all. And the Democrats, even the top contenders, also never said anything, never condemned them, even though the people die and were wounded and suffer. They did not condemn. They even, raised funds to bail them out of jail.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Miss Kamala, and then praising them as well. If not encouraging them, then praising them like a hero or glorifying them. If not, then even the Speaker of the House, Miss Pelosi, when people ask what's her opinion about all this violence around the country, she said, just shrug her shoulder and say, people do what they do. But now, even if it was President Trump's supporters who did that, they condemn all over, wanted to remove President Trump, even though he didn't do anything, he didn't tell them to do anything. In fact, he told the opposite. And they accused them all over, My God, I'm saying to you, it's so scary, this world, especially the political world. I feel so ashamed for these people who exercise unfairness. You know what I'm saying? I mean, even if you win or you lose, you cannot be unfair, You have to remain a gentleman.
Yes,
yeah. To be a bad loser is not worthy of your dignity. Yeah?
Yes.
If you are the leaders of the nation and you're a bad loser or just trying to accuse the opposition instead of checking on yourself and your side, this is not worthy of the leader of the nation.
Yes.
Yeah. And they're not ashamed, Even I read that, I feel ashamed. How can such people exist in this world? And nobody says anything. Nobody does anything. Because they are in the position of power. Yeah, and they even accuse them like terrorists and all that. And they did not look at their actions and their opinions before. In other elections or in the beginning of Mr. Trump's presidency, they also did many things similar like that. There has been occupation in the Capitol before.
Yes, Master.
President Trump's supporters are not the first ones. You got that?
Yes, Master.
The Democrats also did that. Check it out, okay, and tell me.
Yes, Master.
And want to do this and that to them and want to remove President Trump immediately and all that stuff. And if not, then impeach him again. Impeach him again. Anytime they just want to impeach him all the time. Why don't they impeach themselves? There are many things they do that are more criminal. President Trump didn't do anything like that, like what they did.
I'm kind of brewing inside because the Americans, just the Americans alone, are dying in thousands daily, more than ever before. And they have the power to change it. But they use all their energy just for petty vengeance on Mr. Trump and petty laws like don't call the mother. Then what shall we call her? For example, all this wasting of taxpayers' money to vote for these kind of people. If you cannot call a mother, then what else can we do in this free world, so-called free country? So ridiculous. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Useless. Wasting money and time and hurting people. Just reminds me of the time of Jesus when they killed him and pardoned the criminal. My God, it's 2000 plus here already, and we are kind of going backwards, or what? We're supposed to be more civilized by now.
Yes, Master.
I feel sorry for Mr. Trump. It's good that he takes a rest also. Never mind. America's heavy karma. He did his best already. And we did also our best to help what we can. Because you see how many people suddenly turn against him or turn against him anyway. You see, in times of need, in times of trouble, you will see who are your friends, who are your true friends. You see that?
Yes, Master.
In Vietnam, we say, only the long road will prove the horse's stamina. Yes? And if you are awake all night, then you would know how long is the night. Yes? If you are with somebody a long time, then you would recognize whether or not he is your faithful friend.
Yes,
Yes. Now all the true colors come out. It's also good for President Trump to learn some lessons. Bad lessons. Yeah. He's a very kind of innocent man, you know. Even though he's old and seasoned in business, but he's not very good with humans' character, because he's a good man. He's a good man. Even if he wins or loses, I told you before, we still thank him.
Yes, Master.
That's why I asked you to make the show about him, yes? To let people know that he was really a good president. He is a good president, even to the last minute, when he doesn't even know if he can continue to be president. He's still brokering peace, yeah? Send people to help him to broker peace in other countries, yeah?
Yes, Master.
And then he signed a bill to protect girls from being mutilated, to stop this cruel, inhumane practice to little girls. Even in America, already civilized, but some people, they still keep that practice, yeah? So he signed that bill now. And I hope that has international effect.
Yes, Master.
So soon we don't molest girls anymore in that way, and also don't circumcise boys anymore similar way. This is terrible. This is cruel. Imagine it's you, huh? Imagine it's done to you. You're so helpless as a baby or as a child. You cannot do anything. They just do it to you. Just like that. Don't care if you suffer and you die. Many die because of that. Oh, if I talk about this, I'm boiling inside. This world is hell. No wonder they cannot have a good president for long.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
That's why he's not accepted again, yeah?
Yes, Master.
Anyway, you know that ever since he became president, everybody just knows it's on him, and him alone even. Yeah, how can that be? Man, hundreds of millions of people knows it's on him, even international citizens also, because he's new, yeah? He's not politically trim and trained, as I told you before, yeah, okay?
Yes, Master.
Maybe President Trump should do like Mr. Biden, you know? Like during the public rally, he can just push some teenage girl or grab her arm and say, "Don't play with me, kid." Or call some decent reporter a one-horse pony, something like that, etc. Then maybe people will vote for him again, huh? I mean, then maybe people will accept him again, because it worked. It works with Mr. Biden, no?
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Yeah, and better still, you know, making secret business with China or Ukraine and all that.
President Trump is new and he has no political experience, but they picked him. Maybe some people sense that he's a good man, so promoted him, and then he won. And then some did not like it, especially the opposition, because he's new. He was a nobody in the political field, but he did everything quick. He decided quick, and he had success.
Yes, Master.
Everything he did, and he made America better. So of course the jealousy and the hatred is abundant. For that, you can believe me that he has a good protection so far. Otherwise, he would have been doomed. I told you before, right?
Yes.
Yes.
You don't have to believe me. If you just can imagine, and you understand what I'm saying. Okay, huh?
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
All this bad energy, you know, like powering on him all these years, ever since he became president, even a little before that. And now, still, until the last minute, that he's going out soon already. I still, you know, accusing him or really degrading him to the lowest bottom already. I really feel detest. I feel some people are so despicable. I don't know the word to express it. When somebody is already on the floor, you don't beat him up, you know. That's That's the gentleman's rule in martial arts and in the battlefield. In Vietnam, we say that. Like if you beat them up already, they're already on the floor, then you don't continue beating or kicking. Because that's just not the noble way of a gentleman, of the martial art. See what I'm saying?
Yes.
But these people, they pardon him. And they accuse him for inciting the violence. What is a laughing stock of all heaven and earth? My God. Don't people have any shame? Or just fame and profit blinded their reason and their mind? That's what I guess. Otherwise, the demons would exercise too much influence on them, make them become thirst. I saw it on the news, on the Fox News. Today they kind of collected all the thing that the Democrats, the leadership have been saying all these years about Trump. Violent things. On the contrary, President Trump has never said such violent things about anyone. So you asked my opinion. There you got it. Okay? I want them all to know. Don't delete it. I'm not afraid of them. I'm scared. Meaning I feel it's such a scary world, but I am not afraid. You got that?
Yes,
Master.
You cannot have more risk than being a spiritual master, a real one. That's the highest risk you take already. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, Master.
Okay. I want them to reflect within themselves and feel a little ashamed. In fact, feel a lot ashamed. Being a leader and so violent, thinking like that. Whatever you think inside, come out of your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Yeah?
Yes, Master.
And then if they were violent like this, they have no right at all whatsoever to accuse President Trump. Ever at all. Okay?
Yes, Master.
Okay, I could talk forever because I'm very frustrated, very, vexed inside, seeing all this injustice done to one good man. These people, maybe they have some laughs now, but they might not be laughing when they face God. Okay? If they have a chance to even face God. Okay. Ask me if you have other questions, please.
Master, now that President Trump has accepted Biden's win, what does Master think about that?
What do I think? I'm scared. I'm scared for your country and for the world. Getting downward, I hope it doesn't go down too fast. This kind of leadership, how can you lead the country, especially America, supposed to be the leading country of the world, and have this kind of leadership? I'm not sorry to say it. I'm sorry for your country. For America. What do I think? That's what I think. I think it's already outright not fair, okay?
Yes.
And I told you already before, that's not fair. But the way they behaved, even it's not fair or fraud, it's already bad enough. But the way they behave today, I look into the news from Fox News, and they have collected all their sayings and all their violent talk and all that, and all the mistreatment, of President Trump's supporters, in contrast to the way they treat, other people who are violent in some groups. They really were kind of either not persecuting or just ignoring them or encouraging them or even praising them so that they continue forever. Why? Just to make trouble for President Trump. They were happy to do anything. I don't respect these kind of people. Okay, I'm sorry. Even if they are in the highest position in the world, I don't respect. On the contrary, I think people will look down upon this kind of people, especially in the role of leadership. And all the time, maybe accusing somebody else. It's like in Vietnam we say vừa ăn cướp vừa la làng. Yeah? The robber, he's robbing somebody and then he keeps screaming, help, 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 He's a robber who robs people. But he keeps screaming, making noise and đánh trống qua cửa sấm á. Meaning there's a thunder and you don't want to hear the thunder, so you make a lot of noise with the drums to cover it up.
Yeah.
And when you're robbing somebody else, you are complaining and yelling like you are the victim. Yeah, so people are confused, don't know who is who. Don't know who is the victim. See what I'm saying?
Yes, Master.
So this kind of behavior is similar to that. I don't want to mince my words. If they don't deserve it.
Master,
Yes,
do you have any message for President Donald Trump?
yes. First of all, for the public, okay?
Yes, Master.
From the depth of my heart, my sincerest condolences to the people of the United States of America on the incident of the 6th of January 2021. To all the families who have been unfortunately affected by this event, and to the public, that the souls who unjustly died went back to their true home in heaven, forever free.
Good.
Yes.
Thank you, Master.
Yeah. That's, I promise from my honor. And now for President Trump. Mr. President, don't be too sad. You deserve a good rest now from all the turbulence that has been in the life of your presidency up to now. And time will heal. Time will help you heal all the deep wounds that have been inflicted upon you, upon your heart, your mind, and your peace, by the very people that you trusted as friends, family, relatives, colleagues, and comrades in your ideals, and those who are supposed to be the pens and mouthpiece of justice and truth. The world is still full of people who are smart, intelligent, and just. They know the truth behind every trick, everything that happens in your world. President Trump, you have done an impressive and great job as a president and leader of the United States of America.
Hear these words.
More than anyone could have ever hoped for. And you have tried your best. The whole world knows that. Rest assured. Rest assured, Mr. President. Those who harmed you, ever, forgive them. Forgive them all, Mr. President. We know you do, because in your heart you only know love and peace. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for what you have gone through. Mr. President, those who did did you injustice, and so I'm too emotional, and harm, forgive them. They just forget that after all, we will all face God and judgment. But you, Mr. President Trump, you are forever the beloved president in the heart of all the people in the world, not just in the United States of America. You are the people's president, and this status of presidency, no one will be able to deny it. It will go down in history, and no one will be able to steal it from you. God loves you. People love you. And God bless you, Mr. President.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Yes, Master, thank you.
Wow, you had a lot of questions ready anytime like this. I mean, how long? You know everything already. I was thinking maybe I tell you, but you knew more than I do. Therefore, all these questions comes out, huh? Okay, continue.
Master has been praised and recognized by many US presidents. Master, where does such a good affinity with the USA stem from?
I don't have time to check it. I have to go into the Akashic record. Okay? Sometimes I know it quickly. Sometimes if I need, I have to go there. Okay? Probably good affinity, number one. Number two, there are many psychics, in America.
Yes, Master.
They can see who is who.
Yes, Master.
Okay? But sometimes one side psychics wins, and one side psychic doesn't win, because they use different methods. Okay, huh? And coupled with the karma of the country. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, Master.
So it doesn't matter. The thing is, the dark force in this world sometimes seems to be stronger because of the karma of the people. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, Master.
The karma helps to push it. So nobody could be successful unless there is karma to reinforce it, to make it more, powerful. You see what I'm saying? Yeah?
Yes, Master.
And the collective karma can also push events, bad or good, to happen. You see?
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
And that's why I also keep telling you nobody's fault, even though I'm boiling inside. Just the unfairness of it should make me feel very, very uncomfortable. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, Master.
Yes.
Okay. I might have good affinity with America. Okay.
Yes, Master.
And also coupled with these clairvoyant people. Yeah, they will advise the government. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, Master.
Yeah.
One of my disciples also, like clairvoyants, they say that the clairvoyants told some of the government leaders that it better treat me well. Yeah, because it's good for their country. Maybe it's also like this. Let me think whether or not I should tell you. Yeah, maybe I could. Yes. A long time ago, yeah? When I wasn't very famous yet, okay?
Yes, Master.
I have a handful of disciples, but nothing more. And I was having not much to do and not too much worry and just some little karma, easy to take care, yeah, from disciples. Not like now, I have the world. And then one day I had a vision, talking to heavens and all that. So they told me I have affinity with a few countries, yeah?
Yes, Master.
With many countries, actually. But for this lifetime, I can choose one country to support,
See what I'm saying?
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
yes.
And then they give me a list of the countries. I can pick one. And then I kept thinking, in that episode, yeah, in that episode, I was thinking very hard. I said, I want to support all countries. They say, not possible. You have to choose one only. That's a part of the contract, of course, yeah? Also, yeah?
Yes, Master.
Because I asked, what can I do for the world? What more can I do, yeah? What more can I do except just giving initiation and that? I said, could I help the world more in some way? And then they say, you can maybe choose to help a country, okay? And that affinity or that kind of assistance will spread in the world as well, yeah? So I keep thinking hard and long. And then I chose America. United States of America. At that time, I didn't have any reward or award from America yet. You see what I'm saying?
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
At that time, I've been to America maybe only 2 times. Yeah, just having a lecture with a small congregation. Yeah, not big deal. Yes, maybe a few hundred people. And so I say, I choose America. And they say, you sure? You can choose any country if you want. I say I chose America because that's a big country and also has a big influence in the world.
Yes.
What happened to America will also spread out and influence the whole world. That's why I chose America. I didn't know many people in America at all. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, Master.
Just a couple. And then later when the lecture, then mostly only the Asian came, yeah? So it's not because I know Americans also that I chose United States. Maybe that's why, hey? Maybe that's why the fruit came later, yeah? Understand?
Yes.
In the form of many praises from U.S. presidents and governments as you have just asked me. Okay, huh?
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Any more questions?
Yes,
Did
Master.
I answer you enough?
Yes, Master, thank you.
Yeah, you can always ask more if it's not clear or some other idea comes out with it, you ask me. Okay, next one if you have.
Yes, Master, 50 years ago, Master Paramahansa Yogananda declared that President Abraham Lincoln was a Himalayan yogi in the past life, and that he died with a wish to unite people and bring racial equality.
Yes.
Master Yogananda stated he was working for God. Abraham Lincoln expressed the highest ideal of government when he said it should be of the people, by the people, and for the people.
Yes.
He was a deeply spiritual man. Even so, he had to suffer because of the ignorance of a few. It seems that history repeats itself with President Trump. He also seems to be very spiritual, and we talked last time about his covenant with God. Master, how come the USA has such good leaders who are also so spiritual?
Why not? Why not? Would you prefer that your country doesn't have any spiritual leader?
No, I prefer spiritual.
Life after life, many countries have spiritual leaders as also government leaders, country leaders. You saw the AP list before, like the King of Vietnam, yes, the King of Korea, King of many.
Yes, Master.
Yes. It's just master, spiritual people, they have the choice to choose to be what. Depends on how much they want to help or how much affinity they have with the people of that country. So they can choose the road to benefit the most.
Yes, Master.
For their country, for that country. Not just the USA has good leaders, yeah? Okay?
Yes, Master.
Yeah, you should be glad that your country has several good leaders.
Yeah.
And spiritual also. Some are more quiet and some are more open. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yes. Like, for example, Mr. Trump, nobody mentioned, most newspapers don't praise him as spiritual person or anything. They don't see through it. It's only maybe Fox News is the best. Fox News and maybe New York Post. Is it the New York Post who had the list of his doings? Yeah, I think the newspaper, yeah. Several newspapers and the media, several of them are good and straight and very, very insightful. And knowing, feeling more intuition about who's good, who's not, and also fairness, like Fox News and New York Post, yes. Others, maybe there are one or two more I didn't see much. I only happened to know recently because of President Trump's stories. Otherwise, I wouldn't have known which one is what, yes. Other newspapers or other media outlets, they are downright very, very biased and shamelessly and calling him all kind of names and even say he's, criticize his weight, all that. I think he looks good, no?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he doesn't look obese or anything. And even if he does, so what, no? Is there any law in America saying that the president has to look like a model?
No,
Cannot have 1 inch of fat more than the calculated rules or anything like that? Ridiculous, no? Yeah?
Yes, Master.
You should judge a president or anybody by their virtues, by their actions, yeah? Not by their appearance, okay?
Yes, Master.
But I think he looked good for his age.
Yes,
Master.
He does.
He looked very, dignified, yeah?
Yes.
He walked straight and he looked just like a king, yeah. Very authoritative, very dignified.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Why did I tell you all this? What was your question? Spiritual people and suffering. Yeah. You don't know, that's not all, because nowadays we have newspapers and we have television, so we know more about President Trump suffering from different attacks, from different sources. But in Abraham Lincoln's time, there are less.
Yes.
So we didn't know how much he had to suffer. He suffered much more than just the day he died. You see what I'm saying?
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
Yeah. Just like President Kennedy, yeah? He was also a very great president, right?
Yes, Master.
Yes.
Beloved by good people. But then how did he end up, right?
Yes, Master.
Yeah. For no reason at all, for cruelty, just hell. Just like that. So, if President Trump is still alive, he should count his luck already, yeah?
Yes, Master.
Count his blessing already. My God. But instead of making him suffer physically, they're making him suffer mentally, emotionally,
Yes.
and reputation, right?
Yes,
Yes.
reputation.
Yes. I'm just so too much burdened with this election stuff and with the world. I'm really seeing through the political area right now. I mean, these few days, these are few weeks since I began to realize about the unfairness, and the bad treatment to the president. Just to look at it, I don't want to look.
Yes, Master.
God, what a world we live in, I'm telling you. It's scary. Too scary, my God. God. You have to be really bad or you can't survive. Mr. Trump, of course, he cannot be anyway, even if he wanted to. He cannot be. He's just not born for it. You see what I'm saying?
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
So it's a very lucky already. It's a miracle that he survived one term already. Yeah?
Yes, Master.
Okay. Yeah, history repeats itself, yeah? Mr. President Trump. The same with President Kennedy, yeah? John F. Kennedy, yeah?
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
I'm so sorry. Many good people are like that. You see? They don't treat them well because this war is not supposed to be a good one. Yeah? Life after life. You see how many people practice spiritually? Jesus' time, how many people follow him?
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
And equally, how many people harass him and torture him and deny him
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
and harming him all the way up to his crucifixion. Many masters, they never fare well before. I'm counting my blessing, okay?
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Maybe, I don't know. This time I'm better. I've been hiding very well all these years. For you, of course, now, and we have Supreme Master Television, so I'm out again. But when I'm alone, or not necessarily alone with just one or two disciples, driver or something, anywhere I go, people don't know who I am. Never. Because I don't talk like a spiritual person. I talk normal things, and I don't dress up or anything. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
I dress normal. I don't show off or anything like that. And because I had to protect myself.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
But because of the world, I want to help the world. If you want to help the world, you cannot always hide, okay? And I'm hiding now still, but whenever I can, okay? Whenever I can, yes. Many times it helped me escape harm, escape death, escape trouble and danger. Yeah. Many times it helped, the hiding helped. All right. Anything else, my love?
No, I think the brothers are going to ask another question.
Anybody else ask? Why?
Master.
Yes?
We were wondering if Master has ever been a U.S. president in the past, or even one of the founding fathers.
Why you keep asking this kind of question? I cannot even prove it. Yeah, I know. President Washington?
Yes, Master.
You remember him?
Yes, yes, Master.
Yeah. I was your master.
Wow.
Surprised you, huh?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I can talk politics these few days. I know the inside and the outside. See what I'm saying? I know the opposition and the self. You surprised, huh? You probably thought maybe I'm Abraham Lincoln, no? Because he's obviously more spiritual, no? I remember one time, now that you ask, one time I read in some Vietnamese magazine in America. I was one time in America, and they just had this magazine laying around, And one of the women somewhere, she was writing an advertisement in that newspaper. She said she had an experience that when she prayed to Mr. Washington, so the President Washington, she didn't call him president. She said, it is true that Bodhisattva Washington, that's what she said in Vietnamese. Is it true that Washington Bodhisattva is really, really, how you say, cái linh là tiếng Anh nói gì quên rồi. Linh nghiệm. It's very holy, like it's very saintly. I prayed to him and my wish came true. You all should pray to him, something like that. Yeah, it is true. That's what she keeps saying, that. It's true. In Vietnam, I remember they pronounce his name Washington, something like that. He said she called him Bodhisattva. I mean, Buddhist saying, like a saint in Buddhism. Yeah.
Yes,
okay.
yes.
Yeah, I remember that. Maybe you can still check back if all these magazines are inside the Congress library somewhere. Maybe you still can read that. I'm not sure if we can. I read that, must be 30 some years ago, right? There was some days of the beginning of my spiritual mission in earlier, maybe second time in America or something. I happened to read that. And at that time, I didn't think much. I said, how can? A president, yes, at that time. At that time, I didn't know much about my past life. I didn't have to. I didn't have reason to check. For what? I live every day as now at that time. Only when you guys ask me or somebody saw it, then we know. The longer I live, the more you dig out of this secret that I didn't even know before. Any more? I think more, right?
Yes.
Yes, Master.
Tell me.
Master, are there other leaders who have been misjudged? Leaders who were actually good for the country and the world, but
Yes.
depicted and perceived wrongly? Like, for example, His Excellency Benjamin Netanyahu, Prime Minister of Israel, who is agreeing to those peace accords with Arab countries,
Yeah.
like Morocco, UAE, and maybe more to come.
Of course, there are more than just President Trump, of course. I don't have the names in my head right now, okay? And I know a couple more are still alive also in European country and also in Latin American country and in Korea. But how can you be praised and acknowledged in this world when this world is the opposite of goodness?
Yes, Master.
Even many masters came and went, but how many people follow them? How many? Yeah. Even if millions follow them in the world, there are billions.
Yes, Master.
Just some percentage of the world are following them. And many of them are from higher heaven. They reincarnate into this world in order to help their former friends, former family, relatives who are also reincarnate in this world.
Yes, Master.
Then, of course, these kind of people, they immediately recognize a true master, yeah? Just the first lecture or first talk, they immediately recognize the master and they follow, and they want initiation already. And the rest are just continue their ignorant way of life. That's why Jesus has been crucified. And many, most of the masters have been killed or murdered or tortured in very, very cruel and terrible ways, horrible ways. So to be a good president, you have more or less similar fate, yes. That's why they killed President Kennedy. Yeah. For what reason? Nobody would really find out the true reason. Many good leaders have been also murdered. Yes.
Yes, Master.
Yeah. Because this world belongs to the bad ones. Belongs to the Maya. Yeah. All the scriptures told us that. So that's why the master come down and tell us, please follow me. Come home, go back to heavens. This is not your world. Whatever you have here, it won't give you long-lasting happiness, and it's not real. Now you understand.
Yeah.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Did that answer your question?
Yes, thank you, Master.
You're welcome, love.
Master, in a previous conference, you told a story about a man who used to kill chickens for business and later got sick and went to hell where he experienced great karmic suffering. After he prayed to Kuan Yin Bodhisattva and she appeared before him and gave him a chance to go back to life, redeem all his sins from the past by being very good and virtuous and taking care of the animals. Master, are these kinds of experience part of a person's destiny, or does it depend on the person's purity of heart and faith to have them?
Yeah.
Would, for example, a similar experience help a slaughterhouse owner of today to help wake up quicker and act in a similar way as the man in the story?
I wish. The man in the story, even though he killed chicken and all that, yes, but you don't know what kind of merit he had in former life. Maybe he had affinity. Maybe he has offered something to a spiritual practitioner, a good spiritual practitioner. Or maybe he was born in a very good background, like a Buddhist family, even though they don't follow strictly Buddha's teaching, but at least they have something, some impression in their subconscious, know how to be good. And then maybe he killed the chicken, but inside his heart, he did not feel good. He was maybe thinking, he knew that he shouldn't do it. Because according to the background that he was born into, like Buddhism, not to kill, yes, and this and that and other, even though he kills, but he doesn't approve of that himself. But he has to do it. He thought that's the best way, the quickest way to earn a living, yeah? Easy to earn a living. Because you raise animals and they multiply quickly, and then you just sell them or kill them to sell. So at least he has something good within him, in his heart or in his subconscious, or some merit in the former life that is still merit. Yes. There are two types of karma we carry with us: the meritorious one or the sinful one. In some of the periods of our life, we will make use of either of them, one of them, okay? And it depends on how much we use the positive one, then we continue more in that way. But if we start in a negative way, then maybe we'll continue that way.
Yes, Master.
That doesn't mean the merit lessens, just the sin increases. There was a story I told you before. One guy who one time went to listen to one of the spiritual master preaching, yeah? One time only, yeah. And then the master told him that you are going to die soon, today or tomorrow, I forgot. Anyway, very quick, that his life is going to end now. So after you die, your soul will go in front of the church. And if they ask you, you have also some merit and some sin, okay? For the merit, you will be rewarded in heaven. And for the sin, you will be punished in hell. Which one do you prefer to use first? Because you have a choice. You have some merit, so you can have a choice. Because you have listened to the saints' teaching one time. And if the judge asks you that, you have to say, I want my merit first in heaven. Then he will let you go to heaven. Then you don't have to go to hell. So he went to heaven, and then he met this spiritual teacher again, also in heaven. Because great masters, they have different levels of existence, and they teach different beings in different heavens, as well as on earth. You know that, right? I told you that before.
Yes.
Okay. Therefore, he went to heaven, and the judge told him that after you finish your merit in heaven, you have to go back to hell. Huh? But of course, he didn't have to, because he went up to heaven, and then he listened to this master preaching again, and he has more merit, so he keeps going up.
Yes.
Yeah, so he didn't have to go to hell at all. So similarly, this man in the true story I told you probably has some merit. Thus, the Bodhisattva Kuan Yin even went there to help him. He was praying. Yeah, so he must have been born in a good background. And he knows to pray to Kuan Yin Bodhisattva. Many people, regardless of their religion, many of them don't know about the killing stuff. Yeah, so they just kill anything during any festival or every day just to eat. Even if they don't kill it themselves, they buy it, the killed animal's flesh to eat. You see all the Christians or Muslims or Hindu, or not all of them, but many of them, belong to different religions. They still eat meat every day, even though their founder, the teacher, the original master told them not to.
Yes, Master.
Like Christians, you should not be among wine drinkers and meat eaters. And what do? They do exactly that.
Yes.
Yeah. Follower of Christ, yeah. And follower of Buddha, same stuff. Now, so unless they have something like that, it's very difficult to cure their ignorance and their habit of unkindness. Yeah?
Yes, Master.
Because they just think of this life. They are busy, they have business to run, they have family to take care. They have quarreling with wife, with husband to fix up and all that stuff, and maybe inheritance to go to the court for, and all kinds of things. And they eat whatever already cooked and give it to them. They don't connect with the live animals. They don't think. And then even if they splittingly think, they will not have time to continue to analyze that thought. And then they're busy. They just eat and go back, work again, and worry about many other things. So actually, we don't have many true Christians, Christ followers. We don't have many true Buddhists, Buddha's followers. We don't have many, etc., etc. Okay? Very difficult to find good, believers in any religion. Yeah, not many. Okay?
Yes, Master.
So that's why you asked me whether or not the slaughterhouse owner or the butcher should have this kind of experience. Not that lucky, okay?
Yes, Master.
Not everyone has luck like that. You must sow something in order to reap something. Yes?
Yeah.
As you sow, so shall you reap. That's why I always tell you guys, my so-called disciples, that you have to always do good and be virtuous, be good. Yeah, treat others like you treat yourself. Whatever way you don't want to be treated, you don't treat others, especially unprovoked. Yeah, unprovoked. So anyway, because you never know when you die. Even non-disciples outside of my circle, they should also always be good, do good. Then they will have good merit. Even if the next life they cannot be liberated because they don't practice well. Even among my disciples, if they do bad things, truly, maybe they have to be reborn again, okay? And you never know if the merit you have done in this lifetime will follow you next life. The same with karma. So at least you have some merit. So in some special situation, the saints can help you, can have excuse to help you. You see that?
Yes, Master.
Or these kind of people, they are pushed to do this kind of job, but inside they don't like it. They repent and they feel sorry. And they also have some excuse. There is some germinating of some seed, compassionate seed, loving seed within their soul, their heart. Then maybe they could also be helped, yeah? In time of need, after they depart from this world or before. Depends on each person. Or if they have seen a master somewhere, a real master, a powerful master who can liberate people, and somehow feel like, they like that person, even though they might not know that person was the master. They probably feel some affection, at least not hatred in their heart. Then maybe at the time of death, maybe that master will come and help them. But not many people are that lucky, you know what I'm saying? Yeah?
Yes.
If they don't criticize or slander the master, is counted as lucky or miracle already. In this kind of world, you cannot expect much. People are poisoned so deeply already. Life after life, following their habits, their pattern, and don't care much about spiritual subjects, don't think too much. And if a master comes to their town, they don't even care to come listen. Or they might criticize, or they might spread fake news and make more trouble and more karma for themselves because of ignorance. Yeah. All right, love. You got it now?
Yes, Master. Thank you.
You're welcome, love.
Master,
Yeah.
how do the lords of the different levels regain their worth?
How would they do that?
Yes, Master.
They have to rest
Oh,
and meditate
yes.
and call some master to help. Okay?
Yes, Master.
Just like the people in this world, they regain their purity and their spiritual worth because they met the master, and learn with the master and then practice daily. Okay?
Yes, Master.
And they become healthier spiritually. Then they regain it. Just like a king in this world, they allow only to have how many citizens in their country. Okay?
Yes, Master.
Mostly like that. So the number of people who came up well or not well, it depends on the worth and the merit also of the leader of that country.
Oh,
That's why I told you before I'm scared. Because a bad leader will bring bad things to that country. President Trump is great for America. He will he will do things like peacemaking. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, Master.
And then with him, we will have more hope for a vegan country than any other leaders. Well, I will try to do something, but I'm not sure if I can,
Yes, Master.
Of course, people can change, from bad to good. That is for sure, yes?
Yes.
But it depends if they want to change or not. You cannot force them. See that?
Yes.
And once they want to change, then the master power can help them. Heaven can help them. You see?
Yes.
Because they go in the opposite direction.
Yes, Master.
And also, if he is good, if he is worthy, then the master power can give him also some gradually, Just like you feed some people with nutrition and light food so they recover from their illness. Got that?
Yes, Master.
You can also give spiritual food for somebody who's in need of it. Yes. It's because he's the Lord. If in the higher world, above the shadow world, then they don't have to ever lose it. But if they came down to a shadow world, any god, any master, they will be prone to losing their worth or their merit also because they give. And because that's the reason the master came down. You see? To give.
Yes.
To give spiritual merit. Otherwise, this world has no cure. Okay? You can see that. Okay?
Yes, Master.
You can see around the world, leaders, not only they don't bring anything good to their country, they will degrade their country. They pull it down.
Yes, Master.
Remember in the Bible, King David,
Yes, Master.
His country was punished with a plague because he took a census of the people of Israel, indicating his pride and lack of trust in God and lack of humility because he thought he's a, big shot now. He decides everything, he can do everything. So his country was punished for some time, even for arranging the death of the general. So then he can marry his wife. And for that, King David's son died. King David, he was infatuated with one of his officials, one of his general's wife, yes?
Yes.
And so he sent him to the battle and he tried some way to make him die. Like did not give more soldier when he needs, something like that, yeah?
Yes.
Or cut the food supply, whatever, or did something. So that general died. His army man, yeah?
Yes,
Died. So then he can marry his wife. And then God did not like that. If you remember that story, any of you?
No, Master.
No, okay. Maybe if I have time, I will read you the Jewish folklore again. That's also in there, okay?
Yes, thank you, Master.
But this story should be in the Bible too. Just because I read so many, I don't know where it comes from. Sometimes I remember, sometimes not. Okay, huh?
Yes,
But it happened like that. That God punished his country, King David's country, because he did something wrong. And then also one of the priests also came to King David's court and told him direct in the face as well. Well, what to do? Yeah? You see what I'm saying?
Yes, Master.
If the leader of a country is not good enough, not worthy enough, then he will bring that country down to some level, okay? To some extent, some percentage. That's why I said I'm worried about your country, yeah?
Yes,
So I say I'm scared. I will try to help though, but I am not sure if I can.
Thank you, Master.
I mean, I'm not sure if I can how much. You see what I'm saying?
Understood.
Because if some people, they like fame too much, they like being famous, or they like profit too much, money and fame too much, then they have penchant toward the negative side of this world. We have two sides, a positive and negative power in this world, yeah? If they're penchant to greed or fame or, just for that, instead of serving the country, they just want to serve themselves. Then it's difficult to get rid of the demons. You got that?
Yes, Master.
because like attract like. So I cannot promise anything. I'm trying. I will try, okay?
Thank you, Master.
Regardless, yes. Because I don't hold any grudges against anybody. I know it's just karma, okay, huh?
Yes, Master.
Also, the karma of the country breeds different kind of citizens as well as leaders, as well as government workers. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, Master.
If it's a good country, you will have a good leader. At least you must have some goodness, must have some percentage of goodness in order to earn it. You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yes,
Master.
In Hinduism, I read somewhere, it say that no country will ever be destroyed if there are 10 truly good people in that country. 10 truly virtuous people live in that country. 10 only. 10 is good enough, okay?
Yes,
Master.
But I guess that was a long time ago when every country had just maybe a couple of 100,000 maximum. Yeah. Now we have hundreds of millions.
Yes, Master.
So it depends. And if that country did not do much good and then continue with wars and killing too much animals as well, you see what I'm saying?
Yes, Master.
Then the marriage has to be more, not just 10 people, okay?
Yes.
Yes.
But at least your country has earned some good president, and recently President Trump, okay, huh?
Yes, Master.
For him, in his heart, he did not want to be in politics anymore. Even before he did not, they just picked him. Otherwise, he did not have to do anything. He did not even need to be a president. It's not his ambition to be famous and gain anything, because he worked as president for free, you know? He did not take the salary, $400,000 US.
Yes, Master.
He refused that. He did not take it. He just wanted to serve, you know,
Yes.
free. He's rich, so it's not for the money that he became president, or he wanted to be president. He did not. The people just pick him out. Okay, fine. It's his job. It's his destiny. And it's not for fame either. You know, not like he wants to be famous or something that he run for president, you know, first time or second time. Because he himself, you know, also is well known. And he also has a television program where he teach people how to become rich, how to do business and all that. So many people loved him. So, and he's happy in his own world already. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, Master.
So there's no need for him to seek any fame or recognition.
Yes, Master.
Yeah, truly like that. Just like, for example, now, if somebody makes me a president, if I agree to that, it's just because of some noble reason, yeah?
Yes.
Of course, it won't happen, but I'm saying that I'm happy in my own world already. You see what I'm saying?
Yes,
Yes.
I don't need more money. I don't need more recognition. It's like that, okay?
Yes, Master.
So he's really for people, you know, for your country and for the world. You saw what he did. You saw what he has done, and then you can understand what I'm saying, yeah? It's a proof, okay?
Yes,
Yes.
Master.
Yes.
That he immediately worked. As soon as he became president, he used that power to help his countrymen and help the world already, yeah? Especially the poorer class in America, you know, poorer workers. He created many hundreds of thousands of jobs
Yes.
for them, yes. He really cared about people. He went into some of these rural area and he saw some city dilapidated, and he felt sorry, and he said, we will build your city again. And some people told him that this and that job is no more available, you know. He said, you will get your job back.
Yes.
Like that. Very simple and straight, you know. He sympathized with the lower income people, yeah, poorer people. He's a people's president.
Yes, Master.
And that's what I like about him. It's a pity that not all Americans realize that.
Yes, Master.
It's just people ask, so he did it. He wasn't aware that he's here on earth as an instrument of God. He wasn't aware. He's still not aware. Only some people who are witnessing, who knows it, who has vision, tell him. Like, for example, we told him, yes?
Yes.
Then he's aware a little bit, but he still doesn't know. But inside him, you know, is a penchant for goodness. You see what I'm saying? And moral and virtue. That's what he knew. He did not really care to be president, especially second time after he has been treated day in, day out, every minute of his life with all badness and all wrong accusation and all blemish and all, degrading kind of criticism and attitude. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, Master.
They're all there to cut him all this time, all these years. So he did not really feel enthusiastic to be president for the second term. So for doing that, actually is a sacrifice from his part, because he knew now that he could do something more for the world, like making peace, and helping Americans, the downtrodden ones. Yes, like even the children being mutilated of the girls and like that. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Human trafficking, especially children trafficking and all that. He even reformed the prison so that the prisoners will be more comfortable. You saw that?
Yes, Master.
I saw it on the news. For example, he thought of everybody. He helped whomever he can in his power in the short 4 years. So can you imagine if he continue another 4 years, how much more he can do for your country? Okay?
Yes.
You don't have to believe me. You see the logic or not?
Yes.
And you know why I support him? Yes?
Yes, Master.
So and then your country's karma, just ruin it all. The last minute, even the last minute try. Okay, huh? Yes.
Yes, Master.
Did I answer you?
Yes, thank you very much. Yes.
Everything?
Everything, thank you.
Okay.
Master,
Yeah.
as we are moving toward a total vegan world, which, as Master said, is the fastest way to normalize and stabilize the state of our planet, could we also see a greater change in humans' spiritual perception, like in regards to religion and spiritual beliefs?
Oh, yes, of course. You see how many people became vegan and how much their attitude changed, how much their conception changed about compassion, about treating animals and others kindly. You see that what I'm saying? It hangs together, no?
Yes, Master.
Yes. Before that, they were not like that. Like many of your brothers, they have told many stories. Like before, they were this and that, They were very anxious or very, not friendly, hot temper and all that. After initiation, became vegan, they totally changed.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
Yes.
Some of the story that we read sometimes when we gather, or sometimes they write it, they say this and that and others, Like one man, before he was very hot temper and all that. And then his friend, normally often get angry with his friend. After initiation, even his friends scold him. He bow his head, put his palm together and say, thank you. Yeah, some story like that. There are thousands of them. I don't remember them all. I know them all. People change, If they turn toward the south, then they will be in the south. If they continue walking to the north, then they will arrive in the north. You see that?
Yes, Master.
So veganism is not just about the animal suffering, but it's about our own love and compassion. Then we remember it, we uncover that again, so that quality will shine forth. Will be nurtured, will grow big. So of course, then that's what you will have, compassion and love, truly that. Before that, you cover that with many of the bad things, smoking, drinking, meat, fish, egg, eating. Don't care about the suffering of others or the influence, the bad influence or the bad health on yourself or others. After that, you realize you're more clear, okay?
Yes.
Because the love and the compassion grows. And then you will understand what others are feeling, just like as if you're feeling it. If they're happy, you feel the same. If they're sad, you feel the same. If they suffer, you imagine, you feel like if it's you. Or I'm not talking about everybody, I'm talking about myself. When I see some wild animals, injured or something which I cannot help, oh, I feel so sad, so sad, so suffering many days, I keep asking heaven and all who can please help him, help her to recover or let her go in peace. Thing like that. I don't just look at it and forget about it or don't remember. No, I remember again and again, all the time. That's when you awaken yourself and reclaim your power of love and compassion. This power will enable you to be more enlightened and more compassionate and more loving all the time. And many better ideas, a better way of life, better thinking, better work, everything will be affected by your power of love and compassion. That's the way it is. Okay, huh?
Yes, Master.
Not just about animals, it's about us. We have to live a worthy life also as a human being.
Yes,
Master.
Is that your question?
Yes, thank you.
Any more?
There's a follow-up. Master,
Yeah.
would there be a time in the near future when people's consciousness would allow them to recognize how Master's presence and hard work saved our world? Could humanity come one day to a state of worshipping Timkotu, the loved Lord of all worlds?
Okay, they don't need to worship Timkotu. They just need to worship God.
Yes.
And worship their own innate God quality. If they just be vegan, make peace, then all the good things will come. And then they will think clearly. They will remember God more. They will be maybe more tolerant towards each other's beliefs. And then the world peace will be more and more lasting. And the world will become better and better all the time due to this loving, kind energy and power of compassion. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, Master.
Because these are the power of God. Compassion, love, kindness, mercy. These are the qualities of heaven. And if you have it within you, imagine how powerful you are, huh?
Yes.
That's the logic of it. Do you understand now?
Yes, Master.
So that's why I say it's not about animals, it's about you. It's about us. We have to reclaim our noble qualities, our high status in heaven as well as on earth, starting with on earth, and then everything else will come along well. Then you will remember God more and believe more in God truly. Not just lip service, saying, oh, God, this and that, always saying, give me this, give me that, and not truly believing in God or worshiping God or loving God. If you're loving God or loving a master with high quality, then you will have that quality with you. You see, not that God needs you to love him.
Yes.
Not that the master needs you to love the master. It's just you will be transfer the quality of the master to you. You see that?
Yes, Master.
And of course you cannot have it all at once, yeah? But at least it's always improving, yeah? In you.
Yes, Master.
That's why you become a better person, a better being. And then that's how you become closer and closer to heaven, closer to God, and a higher level of spiritual wisdom. Got that? Okay?
Yes, Master.
Tim Kutu, worshiping Tim Kutu. I don't have to. If people already saw God like that, no matter if they worship or not worship, you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
It will become like their second nature.
Yes.
Then they will not think that they are worshiping God or loving God anymore. They just do, just like natural. Just like if you have children, you just love them. Yeah, you don't think, oh, I'm loving my children. Am I not? If you're in love with a girl or a boy, you wouldn't question. You know it.
Yes, Master.
You love children, you just know it. You love your children, you know it. You don't question.
Yes, Master.
I don't know if I answer you so much. Is that enough?
Yes, thank you, Master.
You're welcome, love.
Master often reminds us that it's people's hearts that must change in order to move quicker toward a completely vegan and peaceful world. Master, will people's hearts be more receptive and transformed through the World Prayer for World Vegan on Thursdays and Sundays? Or is this a matter that needs other special care and influence?
Together, huh? Together.
Yes, Master.
When people pray, it has an effect, okay?
Yes.
Yes. In a religion, maybe Christian and also Judaism, there are some days that the followers get together or alone at home to pray for somebody, anyone, okay, whether or not they know or not know. There's someone who has nobody to pray for them. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Thương khó, I don't know how to say that in English. It's just a day. You pray for those souls who are lost, who had no one, who did not believe in God, or who did not do anything good at all, that anybody even remembers them to pray for them. You see, most people, when you do something good to somebody, then that somebody feels grateful to you. And when you die or when you have trouble, they pray for you. And then you will have benefit from that. If you cannot, because some people maybe are too sinful or too forgetful in life, they never worship God or remember God, they don't know how to pray. They don't pray in time of trouble. If somebody happens to pray for them when they are in a vulnerable state, then they have the effect of that. That's why you see in many religions, when you die or some people die or in their death time or on death day, they invite the priests or the monks, to come and pray. You see that?
Yes.
Yes. But some people don't have that luxury. Some people don't even know anything about religion. Then that day, the people in Christianity or in Judaism pray for these kinds of people, whether or not they know them. But if they know you, they pray for you, that would even be better, okay? Yes. For the prayers as well as for the prayees. Huh? Okay?
Yes.
Both are benefit. But the prayers have more benefit than the prayees. It says so in the Buddhist Sutra. Like if you pray and you have merit from the priest prayer for you, for somebody, then you have 2/3. And the dying one or the one who is being prayed for gets 1/3 of the benefit. You got that?
Yes, Master.
Okay. All right. So both are benefited. Good that way. Good that way. Yes.
Thank you, Master.
You're welcome. It didn't say so in Christianity, though. It says that in Buddhism. A Buddha lived long, you see. He lived until 80-something years, so he taught many days, a lot of lectures. Also, Jesus taught a lot too. But after the Roman authority, they told them to cut many, like meat-eating stuff. So now we have only some remnant of vegetarian, vegan inside in the Bible. Before, Jesus talked a lot about that. And even about reincarnation and all that. They cut them off. They didn't want it. So at that time, some priests had to do it. Otherwise, they cannot continue their lineage, under this kind of authority. Okay?
Yes, miss.
It's a paradox. It's ironic that now the Christians' capital is in Rome.
Yeah.
Before, they are the ones who persecuted Christians. And now the capital is in their country. Vatican?
Yes.
Yeah. It's in Rome. In Italy. Okay. Did I answer you?
Yes, Master. Thank you.
Maybe more, maybe less. Okay. Next.
Master, the holiday seasons are a time when people unite in spirit, feel more oneness than the rest of the year, and more hope and kindness is spread among people. Master, is it the tradition that brings people together, or there's also some special uplifting energy embedded in the celebrated events and occasions?
Yes and no. You see, holiday is supposed to be holy. You see, holidays come from holy days. Yes.
Yes.
And people should know better, But instead, they do all the things opposite to what the Master taught them. Jesus never asked anybody to kill turkeys to celebrate Christmas.
Yes.
Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, never asked people to kill any animals to feed him. And now every holiday they kill billions of animals just to celebrate the birthday of Christ, for example.
Yes.
And in many religions similar, okay? They twisted everything. When the holy things come down to this world, they've been twisted, to their liking, yeah?
Yes.
To their habit. And then it spreads out and then others follow. And the religious essence is no more. Now it's just symbolic. And even worse in the name of God, in the name of Jesus, they kill too many. I don't know if any heaven, it's not logical that any heaven would tolerate this kind of suffering, would tolerate this kind of torture to other creations of God, other children of God. You understand?
Yes, Master.
In the different forms. You can see that on our Supreme Master television. That animals, they have souls, they have intelligence, they have affection, they have love, they have sympathy, yeah? They had rescued each other, they love each other, even from different species, from strangers to each other. Like the dog rescued a deer and then kissing him, licking him until he's dry and he became conscious again, for example, like that. Or even the cat, hugging the chicken, the little chicks, let them sleep warm. And even the tiger, hugging the dogs. My God. They are just like humans, no more, no less.
Yes, Master.
I have contacted many animals. I know that for sure. It's not just on photos. Okay? I told you already some of the stories about wild animals that I encountered. Yeah?
Yes, Master.
They're so kind and so sympathetic and so good, so intelligent. You can see it. You look more into the animals clips that we have every day.
Yes, Master.
And you can see animals are exactly like us, if not better. Okay?
Yes, Master.
If people became vegan, then of course it's better for everybody, okay? And they will be more receptive, like your last question, yes?
Yes, Master.
Yeah, people are becoming more and more vegan nowadays, yeah, right?
Yes.
The vegan trend has become more exponentially developing, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, that's a good news, but too slow for me. I want it yesterday. Holiday season. Yeah. If they even want to tell you any religious doctrine in the holiday season, it's just because they want to drag you in to make their religion more crowded. If they're not vegan, if they're not enlightened, that's the sole purpose. Or just from ego, just feeling good that they have converted one more person, and then they can be proud telling their priests or their family members, oh yes, that guy became Catholic because of me, or that person became Buddhist because of me, just ego stuff. If they became vegan due to our prayers, that is more effective, you understand?
Yes.
Because they truly realize the meaning of it, the meaning of being vegan. They truly will develop their love and compassion. Otherwise, it's useless.
Yes.
Useless, whether holiday or not.
Yes, thank you, Master. Thank you.
So the last one, Master, just wanted to share a prophecy from the 1980s related to President Donald Trump and his mission.
Oh.
It says here, a holy man named Thomas Zimmer, also known as the Hermit of Loretto, prophesied that Mr. Donald J. Trump will lead America back to God. He shared this prophecy in 1983 with an American psychologist who was on a visit in Loretto, saying, right now in the United States there is a man who has the hand of God on him. He has the IQ of a genius and a first-class education, and everything he approaches he attacks with a blinding efficiency.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, his name is Donald Trump.
Oh, he even tells the name.
Yes.
Wonderful.
The hand of God is on him, and God is going to use him in the future.
Yes. Wow.
Yeah, As a testimony of his prediction, Mr. Thomas Zimmer purchased a brick for a holy door in the Vatican with Mr. Donald Trump's name on it in order that he would receive blessings from the many masses in the Vatican, as he knew that Mr. Trump was going to be a great leader of America and bring Americans back to God.
Yeah, indirectly. Wow. Fancy that, yes?
Yeah.
And not many people know that, huh?
Yeah.
Now they do. But they won't change much. If they're so obsessed and poisoned with fame and gain, they won't notice that. And they won't want to accept that. Okay?
Yeah.
Yes.
Even if God appeared right in front of them, they would not accept. They would find some excuse to slander God or, or harm him in any way or even kill him, like they did to Jesus. They all made, blind, deaf, and dumb on this planet. They get better, of course, but not everybody. You see what I'm saying? Yes.
Yes, Master.
If they are blinded by fame and gain, driven by this kind of worldly ambition, not for serving people spirit, then they won't change.
Yes.
Now we put this maybe on the Supreme Master TV, then everybody will know it, but I bet you not many people will believe it, okay? Especially his opposition. Oh, at least they will know it. At least somebody else might believe. But what's the use now? They want to get rid of him, even already. Just a few more, just 10 more days, and they could not even wait. They want to get rid of him already today. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
The so-called, the leader of your country, or leader to be also. Kick him out already. They could not even wait for another 12 days, not even 2 weeks, and he'll be out. Now that he doesn't want to make any more trouble because some people die, in the Capitol building. So he did not want that anymore because of that. He doesn't want to keep fighting in that way. Maybe he will continue to object, yeah? But I'm not sure how many people will back him up because they're all blind and also scared, scared of the majority, yes, of others who already opposing him. So if they do not also oppose him, then they might be isolated or persecuted in different ways. Most people, they have to, take care of themselves. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah. Mostly people are like that. Self first and anybody else later. So to be president like he is very lonely, very frustrating, and very risky. So where does this man live? He's still there? Thomas?
Tom Zimmer was an American World War II veteran.
Wow.
Who, upon his return to civilian life, became a pilgrim in Italy.
Yes.
Essentially spending the rest of his years praying for humanity. He has also written a book, the Pieta Prayer Book, which has sold upwards of 10 million copies.
Wow, okay. Very good. So he's gone now, or he's still there? He's still in this world?
He's gone, Master.
Oh, yeah. That's what I thought. Never mind. There was one time before I went to Jerusalem for a lecture, yeah? There was one American man. I wonder if it's him.
Oh.
He predicted, he kept telling he was in Israel. He said he waits for the Messiah to come. Jesus, the second return of Jesus. And everybody was thinking he's cuckoo or something. And then one day, a few days before my lecture, he said, Jesus is coming, he's coming. And then somehow they kick him out.
Oh, no.
Just 2 or 3 days before I came for a lecture.
Wow.
Yeah, so I wonder, wow, so many people are clairvoyant, Well, not many, but quite a few, eh?
Yes, Master.
Good for the world. All right, look, it's good. So no more questions now?
No, Master, that's it.
All right, good. Good question today. Very good. Yeah. If I'm getting into trouble, then you know it's your fault, okay? I don't care. Remember to pray for me, your Master, yeah?
Yes, Master.
So she can continue. And pray for yourself as well, yeah? Okay?
Yes.
I pray for you guys, you know, and for everyone.
Thank you, Master.
Yeah, every day. Yeah. If I could pray for the wild animals like a skunk or like a squirrel, of course I would pray for you, no? I would, and with all my heart. All right, love. If nothing more, then we call it a day, huh?
Yes, thank you, Master.
Thank you, Master.
Thank you for having me. It's nice that we can always talk to each other whenever possible, yeah?
Yes, Master.
It doesn't have to wait until Monday or Sunday. Because sometimes I want to talk to New Land and I forgot. And then after Sunday night, I say, oh my God. You know, when I know it's a time for meditation, for vegan,
Yes.
then I remember, oh my God, it's gone. But never mind, they can hear it. It's better like this also. You know why? Because we have all the subtitles. Yes, so that they can understand. Yes?
Yes.
If I talk to New Land, then I talk in Chinese. And I'm not very inspired. I'm more inspired when I talk in English. It runs faster and more smoothly. Huh? Okay?
Yes,
Master.
So with you, I don't have to have any translators or any equipment, yeah?
Yes.
And also anytime when I feel like it's a good time to talk, then we can always talk. But with them, we have to wait, we have to arrange and manage several times. Whenever I want to talk to them, there's always something that goes wrong. They gave me a wrong number, you know, wrong extension, for example, yeah?
Yes.
And then they keep going to the same place, same people again and again. They give me another one, then go to another one. Or I go back to the operator, yeah? Because of something. Or somebody else pick up and then doesn't recognize who is talking, put it down. And I'll keep talking himself only and doesn't let me talk to the public. For example, like that, yeah, etc. Or the microphone didn't work. Karma, yeah. So it's like this is good and it's more natural. You see what I'm saying?
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Yes, Master.
Especially I don't ever have any teleprompter or anything like that. So if I can talk when I'm ready, inspired, then it's more powerful. Okay,
Yes, Master.
a better energy, no?
Yes, yes.
And then in a few days or in a week or something, you can always translate it and make it into beautiful scenery behind me sometimes. And then all the language for everybody to see. That may be better, huh?
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
I think that way. I think I don't need to talk live to them anymore. Like this is almost live, yeah?
Yeah.
In a few days, they will see me, right?
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
And since we are all one, so if you saw me, it's like they saw me, no? How convenient, yeah? You can eat for them as well, no? Because if you make it into a show, it's also more beautiful, yeah? You add more picture, you know, more illustrating kind of clips, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, just like before, you know, many times they took my photo just anywhere, and then when they develop into photos, or into videos, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I'm just standing on the bare floor with just a wall behind me or something. And then when it go into video, wow, I have a chimney with a fire going on. Yes.
Yes, Master.
And a beautiful room with the, luxury sofa and, and a chair next to it or whatever. You know, beautifully decorated house like a luxury room. at least with beautiful French windows and whatnot, you know. Or if I sit just in my simple garden, you know, nothing around it, just some trees. And then when they made it into a photo, oh, I have flowers around, you know, and birds chirping, whatever. Oh, yeah, talking about that yesterday, I saw some birds outside, very small. Oh, so small, so small. That even, oh, I will give you that photo. Oh, there was a photo of it yesterday on the very slender, very thin banded bamboo outside of my bathroom window. And the small bathroom window with a net on it, you know, mosquito net. Therefore, the photo has some net type of pattern on it. But it doesn't matter. You still can see the birds on it. And they're so small. So they can even park on them and stay on that little bamboo twig, you know, bending already in the wind. And yesterday was so windy and so cold. Oh, I saw them and I said, oh my God, I wish I could feed them something. But I don't think they know what. Some other time before I fed bird, I put some bread outside. Nobody ate. Same in Newland House. A lot of birds, but they never came down to the garden and ate the bread. They're not used to it. The same the squirrel, I put a lot of nuts outside in a big jar, you know, so that they can eat until they finish and that I will not have to change every day. They just pass by it, you know, just like walking on my balcony, pass by that big chunk of nuts, all kind of luxury nuts. Never even look at it. Many days. Oh. And then I hung a corn on a cob, fresh. They also did not look at it. So I asked them one day, how come you didn't eat any nuts that I put out? I also did that before. In other houses, you know, on the balcony and outside, they did not touch it. I asked the squirrel, why didn't you eat? I leave it for you. And they told me, we're not used to it. Not habitual. Maybe because nobody ever fed them before. Yes. But in the other mountain, when I fed the squirrels, understood. They came and ate every day, all day long. Until it's gone, then I put new ones. I put different places, you know, a bunch here, a bunch there, so they don't have to fight with each other or waiting in queue. They enjoy it, and they were very grateful. They told me that, and then they even helped me to point out who is a bad one for me. I even told that person in the face, and that person told me, oh, thank you, squirrel. My God, squirrel, why did you say such a thing? But it was true, you know? Yeah. True. Some people have different kind of quality and also some different affinity, you know? If they are your enemies in your former life, it's very difficult to work with. You can forgive them, but that doesn't mean your relationship will be smooth. Yes? They will continue to do what they have to do. To bother me, to trouble me, to make some little harm or big harm somewhere. Could be fatal also. If that person is not good for you, not compatible, you know, spiritually or karmically, it could be fatal. Could make you sick, wounded, or how you say, injured or something, you know. Like the story I told you about the man and the snake.
Yeah.
Yes.
In Asia, maybe Vietnam and China, such countries, they are very careful to choose a wife. In India also, they have to choose a compatibility, you know. They don't know each other, they don't have to know each other, mostly arranged. They still do so. In India nowadays, they arrange marriages. And the boy and the girl do not always know each other in advance. Nowadays, they can refuse, of course. In the old times, they cannot. They cannot refuse. If the parents arrange, they just have to. My parents were also arranged. You know, they didn't know each other. I told you already, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Master.
And my mother even told her parents, he is so dark. I mean, the skin, you know, he wasn't very white. In Asia, in Vietnam, they like people with white skin because we don't have white skin, you know? Yeah. And if people like to be in the sun often, then the skin is not as white as the Europeans. So Anybody who has white skin, is a favorite. Like that, yes. And in Europe, it's the opposite, If you look a little tan, they like you better. And they spend a lot of money, baking in the sun, suffering all that heat and whatever, just to look tan. And come back and everybody was, oh, you've been on holidays, prestigious skin tan. Okay, that's it now, huh? All right, I wish you the best.
Thank you, Master.
Yeah, so you're healthy, happy, so you can serve the world better.
Yes.
Okay, see you next time, huh? Love.
Love you.
God bless. Happy holy season.
Thank you, Master.
Take care, eh?
Thank you, Master. Thank you. Thank you.
Love you.
Love you. Love you, Master.
God bless. You can see me a little bit now.
Lovely to see you, Master.
Nice to see you also. The girls, can you see me? No.
Not yet.
Can you see me at all, girls? No.
Oh, we see you now.
See you now, Master.
Just have a quick look, okay, huh? Yes.
Thank you, Master.
Because sometimes the question and answer are not clear through the phone. So they put the question for me to look. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, Master.
And if the question is there, I cannot always see you. It's all right then. See you next time then. Don't worry.
Master looks lovely today.
Oh, I do?
Yes.
Yeah, you look good today.
Only today?
Every day.
How disappointing. How surprising. Oh, never mind. It's okay. Maybe today because the light is behind me, or maybe because of, the camera stand you gave me is truly helpful. I can see you, I can see more in the front. Yeah, so it's all right. No need now. We are done. See you next time, yeah?
Bye, Master. Bye.
Love.